Hey everybody, welcome to Sean's page. Sean here. It just occurred to me I'm not wearing a hat. Anyway, I'm gonna do another review of a watch. And today I'm gonna bring to you the Seiko SBDC033, the Seiko Sumo, with a blue dial, also known as the Blumo. It's a lovely watch. We're gonna do some specs on it. It's a diver's 200-meter diver's watch. Here's a wrist shot on my rather small wrists. It's about as big as I can do. I like divers, so I'll wear a bulky watch. It looks big. I just like divers. I think they're cool. It's a nice tool watch. It's used, meaning a tool means it can be used as a tool. It tells you your elapsed time underwater. We'll discuss that in the video. Thanks for tuning in. Please give a thumbs up. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn the camera around, put it on the watch, show you a close-up view of it in all its glory. I think you'll like it. I think you'll want to buy one. A little difficult to find. I'll explain that in the video as well. Thank you for tuning in, and here we go. Here's its close-up. Hey everybody, we're back, and this is the view of the Seiko SBDC033 Sumo. It's a pro specs, meaning professional specifications, and this is known as the Sumo, but it has the blue dial, so it's been nicknamed the Blumo. Let's tell you a couple of little things about it, and we'll move on, and I'll pick it up and tell you more about it. It has the 6R15 automatic and hand winding and hackable, meaning you can pull out the crown and stop the second hand. Hackable movement with just the date, no day. It has a it's about 6.7, 6.5 ounces. I have small wrists, so I don't know how much it is with all the links that I've taken out of it. It's a tool watch, meaning that it is used for scuba diving. It has a pip right there at 60 seconds, 50 or 60 minutes, not 12 o'clock. Some people say 12 o'clock. It's clearly not at 12 o'clock, but it's right after 50, and it's right before 10, so you may call it 60 or 0. It's about 14 millimeters thick, and without the crown, here's its thickness. It's not too bad. Without the crown, about 44 millimeters in diameter. So let's talk about the watch and why I like this watch so much. The problem with it, before I go any further, is it's a Japan domestic market watch, meaning these are readily available in Japan, and for some reason they're not sold in the States. These are very hard to find. This one came from Amazon, and Amazon gives you a third-party 2-year warranty, which I think the Seiko warranty is only a year, so, you know, it goes to Assurant. Does a warranty. I've dealt with them before, and they've been fine. I think Seiko doesn't sell these in the States, and doesn't sell like the Grand Seiko. They're not very readily available, is because they have so much of the market is Seiko quartz throwaway watches that who is going to take seriously an automatic Seiko watch? Well, for Seiko fanboys like me, and like many of you watching this video, we know Seiko makes watches in the $400,000 price range. It's called the Creedor. Minute repeating watches, and the Grand Seikos and the Spring Drives, and you know, watches that approach $11,000 all day long. And these watches that are $450, $500. They make great watches, and beautiful. Look at the lugs. Look at this design. If you were to take it, being right now with the Olympics going on, like imagine my hand is like a parking lot or grass or a park or something leading up to some kind of Olympic arena in some far off exotic land like, you know, Buffalo. And, you know, this is where people are competing. Hopes are being dashed. Dreams are being achieved. Doesn't that look like some kind of a stainless steel cladded building? It's just beautiful. It's got this domed hardlex crystal. Let me see if I can get this effect to work for you. It will distort. See how it distorts the face with that dome? It's just great. This watch is fantastic, and it's really accurate. This has been losing. I timed this. I pulled the crown out. I stopped the second hand at right at 12 o'clock, and I adjusted the time on the hands to the closest time, like a minute ahead of what my cell phone was telling me. And right when it got to that time, right when I switched, I pushed in the crown, and it starts the watch. So that's how you kind of synchronize it, and that's how you can kind of test the accuracy of the watch, and you just let it go for a couple of days, and it's falling behind by about 3 seconds a day, which is really well within high-end Swiss specifications, and that changes on watches. When you have it crown down, the watch will run different. Face down, the watch runs different. There's all different positions wearing it. Crown down, usually with your hand at your side, is where you want to do the most testing. And it sits on the stand like that, and that's where it sits most of the time. So, and it runs different over there. This is a 20 or a 120 click rotating bezel. That is a little pip of lume covered by Hardlex crystal, or maybe just glass, I don't know, but it's been protected. And the lume on this is fantastic. And I'm sorry, I didn't even turn on all my studio lights. There's another light for you. Look at, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look at this high polish, then this brushed, onto the high polish again, onto this brushed, high polish, just falling down into the brushed lug on this solid lugs, the signed crown. This is a tool watch. It's for diving. It's also elegant. This is something I think you can just put this on and leave it. Wear it all the time. It could be your everyday watch. The accuracy is great. It's a heavy duty watch. This thing is so solid. Look at the polish. Look at the brushed and the high polish on the bezel. Stunning. Very pretty colored blue, the Blumo. I wear it a lot. I have a few Seikos, and it's definitely my favorite company. So I always keep them running by wearing them, you know, switching. I'll wear this one today, I'll wear something else tomorrow. This one again the next day, then the other one, and back and forth. And if it dies, these are great because these are hand winding and they're automatic. So as I wear it, I charge it. This has the diver's extension. If you look at this link, it looks kind of funny compared to the other links. It's because it's got this little thing here. And it's hard. It's really a pain to get it opened. You can't open this by mistake. Put your hand in there. Pop it open. Now it's an extension. So this will fit. Made my bracelet bigger. Fits over a wetsuit. Oh, what geniuses, Seiko. And this does not come undone by mistake. I'm very happy you have all watched me fumble with that for a moment. Well, thank you for watching this video. This is it, the Seiko Blumo, the Seiko Sumo. Oh, before I forget, you want to see lume, don't you? A lot of people show off the lume, and most lume is very, very bright for the few seconds that they show it. Let's go under the lume, and we'll talk about lume, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'm going to charge this just for a moment underneath the studio light, and just get it as bright as it can be. Lume really responds to sunlight and the full spectrum of light. So before walking into a movie or going under for a scuba dive, charge it in direct sunlight for a few seconds. The studio light leaves out some of the wavelengths. It comes pretty close. As you can see in this background, skin tones, studio light comes pretty good. Nothing really ever compares to sunlight. Now that we've got a little bit of a charge, see my shadow over that, you can already get a feeling for what's going to happen when I turn off the lights. There's one. There's two. Whoa, look at the second hand going by. The 11. Here it goes by the 12. Look at that. This lume is bright, and this lume will last through a movie easily. This lume will last you through the night. Put this on your nightstand, wake up in the morning, it's still dark. You gotta go, maybe it's in the middle of the night, you gotta go potty. There it is. People say, oh, you said potty. I tell them, well, yeah, I didn't spend 10 years restroom training. Haha. So here it is. Middle of the night, you gotta go potty. You can tell what time it is. It's fantastic. And one of the things about a tool watch, a diving watch, is that's secondhand. Look at it go. It's gonna go over the 8, and it's coming up to the 9. You want to be able to see the second hand in total darkness. When you're diving and it's silty, you've gone into a shipwreck or something, you're very adventurous, very little light. You want to know your watch is running. Super important. Well, how do you tell? Sit here and look at that minute hand until it gets to the 20 before the hour mark or the 8 o'clock, or look at the second hand. That's why you want lume on your second hand. You know your watch is running in total darkness. And now, I look at how long I've been talking. Maybe you have had enough of this video. Maybe you've had enough of my voice. So I'm going to wrap it up and say, here it is. The Seiko Blumo. Let's see if we can all get together and have Seiko get a presence in the States with these watches. Maybe they'll come down in price. Maybe more people will buy them. Maybe they just don't make enough and they're not really interested in selling them here. Whatever the reason, when you find it, go to Amazon, find it somewhere. If you get a warranty, buy it. It's beautiful. It's a great watch. It's under $500 is what I paid. And I fully intend on wearing this watch for at least 5 years. Thanks for watching my watch. Ha ha ha. And please click the subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And be sure to watch some more of my videos. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye. This once again is Sean from Sean's Page.